Hello guys, welcome to this video and the channel. Okay, so yeah, this is like part 2 of the first video on the IBS that I uploaded earlier. In that video I told like what were my mistakes in the IBS exam that you all should avoid, and I gave also few tips because of which I could score well in the MCQ portion as well as in MCQ mainly. Okay, so so in this video I mainly want to focus on like how to go for the preparation of the IBS. Like, is there any specific requirement like you have to give so many 7 to 10 days, or you can just prepare in like 3-4 days itself, or even that not if it is not required, like you can just prepare in the in the IBS exam leave itself if you have the basic idea of all the subjects. Like if you are giving the both group, then only one day is also sufficient to clear the IBS exam. Okay, but also if you have like one group, then also I will cover like how to prepare for that. Like if you have grade group 1 or group 2, or you are just giving one group right now, how to prepare for that. So let's start. So I will now tell what was my strategy, like what all did I do. Okay, because obviously SPOM earlier was not there, the self-paced module were not there earlier. Okay, so but that are now applicable. Okay, so I hadn't studied lower cost like even once for the CAfinal subjects. Okay, so the first thing I did was like I took the printout. Obviously I took the printout of CA Vinay Kumar. I guess CA Vinay Kumar and CA Avishi, they have both compiled the case studies, like of all the case studies that are available in the past examinations and that are available in the old case studies, they just index. So around there are 100 plus case studies I think, but obviously that didn't help in the exam because in the first 15 minutes itself, like there were 2-3 friends, like we had taken the same printout, so by chance we were sitting in the same you can say same exam hall. Okay, so we had just talked earlier that if anyone finds something like which belongs to the case study in printout that we have taken, like if the case study is repeated in the exam, then we will we will tell each other that yes, this is repeated, and we will just solve it directly. Okay, because that will fetch us full sure 25 marks now. So that's a good advantage if the case study gets repeated. But yeah, first let's talk about like how to prepare. So I solved like few case studies, like maybe around 15 to 20 case studies, not myself individually. Okay, but I watched some videos, like I watched Himanshi, I think Himanshi, her channel, on her channel she has uploaded many videos of the case studies, like almost all the new case studies that ICAI has recently issued for the May 24 attempt, or maybe she will also continue in the November 24 attempt. You can check her YouTube channel and Telegram. Okay, and there is also CA Manav, I think, I didn't remember the full name, so CA Manav is also there, who has uploaded like so many case studies, and he is also providing some free ebooks. You can check his Telegram too because he is very active on there. Okay, so next is that I solved case studies, and next was that when you take out the printouts now, like if you are solving few case studies, then what you do, like whatever you are solving, just try to mark it in the case study digest itself printout, that printouts you have taken now. So in the printouts itself you mark those like case study that you are solving, so that you know the topic that have been asked in that case study. Because if by chance, like if there is 1% chance that case study is repeated, so you get clicked in your mind that or you can say if didn't even click, you have highlighted now. So once you search even through the index of the case study itself, so once you search, then you can easily like crack that I have solved it, then you will automatically remember that point, and you will get to the case study and just copy paste the same in the answer book. Okay, and that will fetch you full 25 marks if the case study is repeated fully, because there is a chance it may get repeated because it didn't get repeated in the May 24 attempt. Okay, but still if it doesn't get repeated, paper is not like out of the box, because obviously you have all the books. So the paper has been asked from the books itself. Okay, so if you have the books, then what is the tension? There is no tension in the IBS paper. So you just have to do one thing, like case study index done, like case study you have solved, there is no pressure that you have to solve 50-100 case studies. Okay, some rankers are like posting this on LinkedIn. There is no such requirement. You have to just get a little bit idea like how to solve the case study, so that in exam you are not like, oh my god, where I am, because the question paper pattern will be different from the regular 5 papers that you will be giving in the previous days. Okay, so the 6th paper will be a little bit different. Like there will be descriptive case in one case study, there will be around 4 or 5 descriptive questions. You can say around 4 or 5 marks, 6 marks each. Okay, not each, but yeah, it depends on 25 marks. They will like cut out in the 4, 5, 3, 4 marks. Okay, so there will be descriptive question, 4 or 5 descriptive questions. There will be choice also. Okay, and there will be around 4 to 5 MCQs. Okay, in the each case study. Okay, so there is around 40 marks MCQ portion and 60 marks descriptive portion. Okay, so this will be the paper pattern. Okay, so you just have to solve like you have solved the case studies. Like if you practice, like don't have to spend so much time, like just spend 2 to 3 days, watch videos and solve side by side. Only after you have taken the printout of the case study digest that you will take in the exam, because obviously then only you will be able to mark them. That marking will help you in the exam. Okay, if that case study is repeated at all. Okay, so yeah, next thing is that try to solve at least one mock. I remember that I solved one mock on the YouTube itself. I was live streaming myself. Okay, like I also currently streaming, like you can see on my channel. Okay, that 12-hour study me session is going. Okay, so I stream like I solved like full one mock of IBS. By in the full, like I kept all the books on my table, and then I just started solving. Okay, I obviously wasn't able to complete. That's why I was not able to complete in the exam, because I overspent the time on the case study 1 and case study 2. That means you have to calculate, basically like you have to stick to the time. Like if you have selected 1 hour slot, okay, and you have to stick to that 1 hour slot only, and you can do that only if you started like perfectly. Like what I did in the mock was that in the mock I just like, if I was like trying different strategy, like I spent the first half an hour to like figure out from which subjects the case study has been asked, but that didn't help much because anyways you are, if you mark that thing, then it will like a waste of time in the end, because obviously when you find the case study, you have all the books, then you find that answer, okay, because if you find that some subject answer, then you are waiting for the other answer because you have kept that for the like end part. Yet like you will first solve all the say you can say you have tried first to solve all the audit questions. So what you will do that you have case study 1, there are around two audit questions, then you will solve them first, okay, then you will move to case study 2, you will solve all the audit questions. Then what will happen is like you have to leave many pages in between, and that estimate can go wrong. Like if that estimate goes less, then you will be at the loss, because if you want to write more, then obviously you don't have the space. Then if you write later, then obviously I say maybe it will be subjective deduction, like if they want to give the marks, they can give if the answer is correct, okay. So you just have to do one thing, like don't do this thing like spend so much time on marking the questions. You have to just spend like 5 to maximum 10 minutes, because in 10 minutes you will be able to figure out on what subjects the questions are asked. Then you just start solving the question directly. Don't leave the spaces in between, just solve the questions. Only if like there is some question that you are not able to find it, like there were few audit questions in my May 24 attempt in the case study, like I couldn't find 2 audit questions, like the answer in the descriptive also I found in the book itself, but I think the thing was that it was for question from test or knowledge question, which obviously I didn't do properly. That's why I couldn't find it, and that question in the end I couldn't do it because obviously I was lack of time, and the answer I couldn't find out, okay. So this was the thing, like you have to solve the one mock. So this was my preparation strategy on how did I prepare for the IBS, okay. And also I told my mistakes in the previous video itself, so I will not delve into that much in that, okay. So next is that what will that help in the, if you have cleared the SPOM exam, that is self-paced module, if you have cleared it right now in the previous months, or in the if you are appearing right now, okay, because I think the 15th October is the deadline for the November attempt, okay. So if you have to clear the SPOM exam, then how will it benefit? Because obviously law and costing have the weightage of around 25, I think 20 to 25 marks, maybe 30 marks itself, okay. Because obviously ICAI hasn't specified any specific weightage for the subjects to be asked in the IBS. ICAI can ask from anything and anything, okay, because in our attempt the FR and AFM were so much marks asked, so law and costing weightage were less, but this can be true in the November attempt itself, okay. So you have to just do one thing, like for the law and costing, if you have given the SPOM, then it is should benefit for you, because you know what all topics are there in the study material. Because even if you didn't study from the study material itself, but take the ICAI study material in the exam, okay, because ICAI has made a case study from the case study, made the case studies from the ICAI material itself, because they have given the guidelines to the teachers from whom they have made the case studies, that you have to make the case studies from the ICAI material itself. So my whole suggestion is foremost suggestion is just take all the ICAI materials of all these subjects, no matter how much the weight you have to carry, because this is the last exam. Don't worry about the weight, just take help of some friend or your brother, sister, okay, just take them to the exam hall, because obviously ICAI allows to be taken to the exam hall, okay. So once you reach the exam hall, then obviously they can come back, okay. Just take all the ICAI material, okay, then properly arrange that on the table, okay, so that you can easily find the books when you find the question, okay, question related to the subject, okay. So this is the, like if you have cleared then SPOM, then you obviously have the benefit, and even if you have not cleared, then there is no pressure like to clear the SPOM, because I didn't have the SPOM advantage, okay. So I gave because without the SPOM, so just I did one thing, like one day before the exam I studied over the call, like law and costing index. I discussed over the call with my friends. So we discussed like whatever points are there in the law and costing index, because we have taken detailed index printout for that subject, okay. So once we gone through that, then obviously yeah, it helped a lot in the like exam itself, okay. Because I remember that there was a throughput accounting question, because I didn't know what this concept means, because I didn't study the costing at all, okay. So but I studied that concept, like I knew that this concept is there in the index, because I read the index in the a day before the exam, okay. So I just clicked it, and I also like in the last half an hour I remembered like I can solve this question, because I have seen this question in the book. So I just searched to the index where is throughput accounting. I went to that page number and just copy pasted that illustration, changed the figures, and got the answer, and I got full marks in the question. I saw in the certified copies, okay. So this was my strategy for the SPOM itself. And now coming to the most important, like if you have cleared only group 1 or group 2, so what is the strategy? Because both group people don't have any problem, because they will be knowing the knowledge of all the 5 subjects, okay. Like it was in my case, I held almost all the knowledge, like whatever is there in the 5 subjects. But what if you have only group 1, so you don't know anything about DT and IDT, like even if you have studied earlier, or you have to appear in the next attempt. So the problem is that DT and DT you don't know. So what you can do is like go to the ICAI material index, okay. You have all of you would have the ICAI materials with you, because that are freely available when you register for final examinations, okay. So what you do is like go to the index, like go page wise, like detailed index, not the like topic wise index, detailed index in which there are topics which tell like from where you can get the understanding of what is there in the chapter. Okay, if you are not able to understand any topic, like if you don't have the idea like what is the topic means, and just mark it, then just post query in the, like you can ask me in the comment section, because obviously I have studied and I can help in that. Or you can just search to the Google also, yeah, maybe ChatGPT or YouTube, then you can search for that concept and get the basic idea. Because if you get this basic ideas to the index of DT, I'm talking first about group 1. If you have done, if you are preparing for group 1 and you have to give it the IBS, you don't have any knowledge of DT. I am talking about that. I will come back to the like other situation after this. So if you have only group 1, okay, so what you do is like start by index, okay, DT, same approach, like search, like read index in detail, okay. If you are not able to get any concept, I told like you can ask, okay. So this is the strategy for group 2, and similar strategy is applied for group 1. There you have 3 subjects: FR, AFM, audit, okay. Same strategy you have to apply there. Because audit, obviously it is interesting, you will get an idea because you have studied in the inter, so there won't be any concept that you can't get in understanding easily, okay. You just have to do one thing, like get an idea of the topics by going through the index in detail. So if you have any, like if you want me to prepare a video on the index itself, I can do that, and I will share that PDF also with the markings itself, okay. So what we will do, try to cover in that video is like I will share my screen obviously and my camera, okay. So what I will do in that video, like I will show the index and I will tell you what this concept means in the very brief, so that it like you have to spend very less time on this thing itself, IBS itself, because IBS is not like a pressure at all. It is a boon. Yeah, it is a boon for CAfinal students. I don't know why so many teachers like or students are criticizing the IBS. It is a very boon. Like it is a thing that you have to carry weight, but it is a very boon subject. Like it is a very positive approach, I can say, because this has reduced the burden of the subject itself. Okay, we just have to study 5 subjects, then take those books in the exam, just solve it, copy paste, and you can easily score 60+ marks. There is no like 60+ is not a tough thing, okay. It is very easy if you attempt whole paper, because if you attempt less than 100 marks, then you are taking the risk, because if you have written correct, then you can obviously score well. Like in my case, my MCQs I got like 38 out of 40. That was a big benefit for me, okay. Just have to do this thing, okay. So group 1, group 2 strategy done, okay. So the next thing is, yeah, so next in the last thing I think, okay, in this video, okay, already the video is going long, okay, I don't want to make it more longer, okay. So next thing is that in the exam, like once you read the whole case studies, like start with the case study in which you have the most confidence. Like if you see that you can solve all the 5 descriptive questions, okay, start with that. Don't see the MCQ portion. MCQ you obviously have to solve of all the case studies. Don't look at MCQ in the early stage, in the 15 minutes itself, okay. You just start with this thing that go through all the descriptive questions in which you have confidence, put that case study, start that on that exactly at 2 p.m, okay. Don't wait for it, because you have 4 hours. You don't have to waste any single minute in that. It seems like 4 hours so much, like how will it pass, like you have so much time you will be able to solve. I had the same feeling, and yet I was able to attempt only 85 to 88 marks only, okay. That was a big mistake, like I regret, okay, because obviously if you have gotten the high marks, then it is obviously advantage, okay. And the second tip is that once you copy paste, because obviously some people will be there who don't have any knowledge of the practical subjects, because if they wouldn't have studied that subject, like I told earlier, okay. And same was my case, like in the FR, I know I hadn't practiced much, okay, so I was not confident in the practical question. In the India's 115 I remember, and 116 question, okay. So what thing I did was like, this is also mistake in AFM I also did. In the FR I just copy pasted 2 practical illustrations, just change the figures, adopted the same methods given in the solution book. I took the CA cash control research question bank, because FR that will be helpful because they has covered the whole like past year papers, past year RTP, MTPs, everything is covered in that, okay. You can take any question bank in for the FR, and for AFM also you can take any question bank, or for AFM study material is sufficient, okay, because I said given so many questions, okay. But in the FR that is not true, okay. So just to copy paste properly. If you are copy pasting directly, don't make any mistake in the writing any amount or figure or anything like sign, a rupee is a dollar, anything. Don't make any mistake. I remember in the EMA question, exponential moving average in the AFM question, I just did this small mistake. Like in the column 3, I remember. There you have to write you have to multiply by one figure, okay. That one figure is given in the question itself, and by mistake I took the figure of the question from the question bank, not from the case study. That was a big mistake that I did, and because of that I lost directly 4 to 5 marks question that was there, okay. I directly lost 5 marks because I didn't remember how to solve that EMA question. Because same case was that in the like AFM and FR I hadn't practiced much, so I wasn't knowing how to solve that question, and I did that mistake and I got just 2 marks. I was just surprised to see like where did I go wrong, and I just saw that in the first step also, first step itself I got wrong. Then I was just wasting my time in the next 5 or 10 minutes, okay. So just don't do this mistake. Be don't be absent-minded. Be like present in the moment in the exam, okay. Don't look anywhere else. Yeah, look anywhere else if some of your friend is like trying to help you, or you're trying to help him. Only in some cases if you have the time left, because obviously in the IBS is like cheating paper, na. So you're copying from the book itself, or you can ask from the friend if she has here gotten the answer, okay. That's not any case, I think, okay. So this is all about this video. If you have anything more to ask, you can ask in the comment section. And thanks for watching the previous video also. It's around 2K views, okay. So you can share with your friends, like, share, subscribe the channel, okay. And also you can tune into the study with this study with me sessions that I'm right now pursuing on my channel live. Okay, 12 hours plus. Okay, stream. Okay, so guys, bye bye, all the best, bye bye, thank you.